Coach Daniel Flowers, the head football coach of the Central Coosa County Cougars, join us again this morning, and brought to you by District 3 Coosa County Commissioner Brandon Davis. And Coach, good morning to you, sir.
Man, good morning. Good morning.
You know, last Friday night, the game was closer in the first half than what it ended up being. What happened?
There's depth. I guess I can't really say conditioning. When you got about 34 varsity guys playing both sides of football, I knew we came out of sight and we offside kicked it. We got the ball back. We drove it on them. They drove. They scored. Made it 6-0 in the first quarter. Then come out the second quarter, we scored. The score was 7-6.
So you're ahead?
No, they was a one point.
Okay.
Then they got the ball. They scored. They made it 14-6. Then we got the ball. We scored. So it was 14-14. So we was right there in a game with those guys. It's just, I saw the conditioning coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They were subbing running backs out left and right, and they guys played one way. See, all our guys played both ways. And I kind of knew, I saw the writing on the wall.
When you look across the sideline, you see 75 or 80 players, and you've got 30 some odd players. Yeah. That's kind of eye-catching.
Yeah, it's like I tell everybody, I mean, no excuse for the game. But there's no 2A school should be playing no 5A school. Yeah. Now, I said you go up maybe one class, maybe two. But you going up 3 classes, that's a huge gap. I guess they probably got more boys on their team than we got boys in our 12th, 11th, and 10th grade, all combined. So again, but our guys competed at halftime. Right before halftime, I think the score was 21-14. Who would expect a 2A team to be battling with a 5A, 6, whatever the 8A team they are? I thought it was a win for us, but I knew condition was going to affect us.
There's a great crowd on hand for the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, we made a good game. Then again, that was the game was fun. When the previous coach scheduled this game, he was thinking about the money and finance to help get the count build up. But in the process, you kind of sacrifice the team a little bit for the money. And for me, I kind of hate that, but it is what it is. I was grandfathered into it, so I don't mind it.
You see your team at halftime. Wow. And you could kind of read the body language of this club, and you knew you were in trouble.
Yes, I knew I was in trouble because just by before halftime, you had 5 or 6 or 7 of your starters. Remember, that's 2 starters. That means they start on defense and offense. The cramps was getting to them. How they was looking, the red eyes. I mean, they was playing on life force. The guys was tired.
Yeah.
And you can't blame. I tell you, anybody cannot blame them because it's still fault. Once they caught their second win. Late third quarter, fourth quarter, the kids get back in there and start playing. They didn't never give up. And that's what we kind of pushing forward now. You never give up, don't play the scoreboard, just play the opponent in front of you.
So what did you tell your team after the game?
I told them, hey, let's keep playing. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, you playing a 5A school, and like we was playing a 4A school or something, or 3A or 1A, we were playing a team that was, like we got Auburn this weekend. Yeah. Auburn played Alabama State or Alabama A&M this weekend. They gonna probably be in that game in the first quarter. Then you gonna look at the score probably 21 to 13. Then by the fourth, it's gonna be 58 or 60 to 14. So I tell anybody, it is what it is. I mean, I told my game, just keep playing. We got Randolph County this week. They're a 3A team, more outside. So we look on the sideline. This game, we ain't gonna see 80 guys on the sideline. We might be see more like us now. I know Coach told me he got about 48 guys on the team. So that's right down the street from what we have. So I just told the guys keep playing. I said, I believe in them. Everything we want to do for the season is still in front of us.
So how did the kids react this week coming into the Randolph County game?
Oh, they were happy. Like we never played a game last week. I mean, again, they knew what was going on. Sure. The administration told them. Their parents told them. I ain't even told them. The coaches told them. If we'd have won that game against Silicon, that would have been significant for us. That was huge. But losing the game didn't do nothing for us. We didn't really get no injuries. And that's a key part. For the day I saw
you can't afford injuries.
No, we can't. Remember, if we have an injury, that's 2 players from 2 different sides of the ball.
Right.
Yeah, so, but we did do something different this week. We kind of playing one way this week. We took 11, and we did 11. We did a draft, and we're gonna try to do one way for at least the fourth quarter. So it might struggle some on defense. Cause we're like, okay, we got to score. Cause Randolph County can score. So maybe in the fourth quarter, the game is kind of closed. We'll kind of let kids go back both ways. But we at least got to make it to the fourth quarter. We made it to halftime last week. We hope this right here can help us get to the fourth quarter.
The community is so supportive of the Cougar football team.
Absolutely.
And they knew it was like David and Goliath. They knew that.
They knew it. It's more like Titans versus Goliath. I mean, there's so much more opportunity. I looked at a running back, number 37 from Sylacauga. He about 6'1", about 210, 215. He'll get tired, then they send another number 2 in the game. Then he'll get tired, they send another, then they reverse it. I'm like, on our team, we basically only got one running back. I got one running back with my voice in the team. That's all we have. So if he go down, I got to put a receiver at running back. So, and that's why I said games like that shouldn't be made.
Yeah.
Because what you telling your kids is okay to sacrifice everything you want for money. I always tell people money is not the important thing ever to me.
So we got Randolph County tonight, and Randolph County is a good football team.
Absolutely. They're a good team. They run the ball. I seen on film they run wishbone, run a little wing T, and their eye. So they probably saw our film this past week against Sylacauga. They ran the ball on us. So they're going to try to do the same thing. Because they Woodlawn game, they lined up and ran that ball straight up. They got 2 running backs, number 2, number 11. Both of them kids come downhill. And like I said, we can play with them. Because what they do well, they don't do well for us what we do. We're more of a spread team. We're going to put they backers and nickelbacks on the edges against our skilled guys. So it's a contrasting styles. We're going to spread it out. They're going to play everything in 4 yards in a cloud of dust. So it's going to come down to what we do best work well against what they don't do best, and can we stop what they do best? Or not stop it, more contain it.
Coach Daniel Flowers, the head football coach of the Cougars of Central High School, our guest this morning. And, as we look at Randolph County, this is not a region game.
Nope.
So all the plans are ahead of you, and we talked before the show about kind of building a house. You gotta build a foundation first.
Yes, it's absolutely. You gotta build a foundation. I tell people you can't build a house from house to dirt. You gotta build a plan first. Get the young guys together, because we had a win this week. Our middle school team, JV guys, junior high, they beat Vincent 40-47. That's a win.
How does that make you feel?
They're good, because that's the future.
Yeah.
That's your foundation. Because you always told we first get to a program, them first 2 classes going to be kind of tough, because they kind of set in ways of the previous regime. So now we got our young guys, they see my plan and my program, and they execute it. Because think about Vince is not a bad football program. They had like maybe 40 kids. We dressed 14 kids for our JV game.
14?
14. There's 7th through 9th. That's all we played.
Wow.
14 kids. They had like 38 kids. We beat them guys 44-7. So to me, that was a win for us.
Yeah.
That's a win because what I'm doing is working. People that you ain't always going to see by the scoreboard. You just got to see how the kids are acting. The kids are buying in. They coming to practice. They giving great effort at practice because they want to be successful. When we talked during my 7-period workout class yesterday, we didn't work out yesterday. I'm like, I just want to talk to them. Because sometimes you got to take a step back from the physicality type stuff and just talk to their minds. And I explain, what is your goals? What do y'all want to do? What do you want out of this? All of them say, Coach, want to be better. Like I said, sometimes you can't look at results. A lot of people are result-oriented. You got to look at goals and plateaus to get you to those results. And the guys that understand, they know if we go out there tonight, do what we're supposed to do, that game going to be close. And if the ball bounces our way like it's supposed to, we come out on top in this game tonight.
Couple of kids that played well for you last week.
Quarterback, he's a 10th grader. Again, anywhere I coach ball, I never had a 10th grader start quarterback. This guy named Javon Jackson, he's the man. He probably had like 150 yards rushing, about another 100 so yards passing, maybe 4 touchdowns. He played out his mind. He almost carried our team by himself in that second half. He ran around, he threw the ball, found open guys, and you never knew he was a 10th grader. I call him my little Kyler Murray, because I got him for 3 years. And if he's doing this now, I tell you, only going to continue to get better. I say the biggest change from any team is from week 1 to week 2. And you're going to see a different team tonight just because they they buying into what I'm teaching now. This is a spread offense. If you spread the ball out, you make teams go sideline to sideline, they will start to wear down too. And then when they start wearing down, it's when we become more successful.
For people who do not know, you only came to Central Coosa County in the summertime.
Yeah, I actually mean pretty much end of July. I basically been here maybe possible 4 weeks. That's it. And nobody. And again, I don't have no excuses. But you got to take into effect, been in the program for 4 weeks. The other guys been on 18 for years or 6 months or whatever. I basically had 4 weeks to get a team together for a season, and that's difficult. And I tell everybody, the hardest thing you're going to have to get past is conditioning. Because scheme-wise, you got to get the scheme in. You got to get it in. But you're going to miss out on weight room and conditioning because you do want to put a product on the field. And I tell you, it's no excuse. I'm fine with the process. There's people got to understand to give me time, and the community has gave me time. Be like, Coach, y'all look good. My principal said, Coach, you fought. That's the first text I got Saturday morning from my principal. Said, Coach, y'all look really good, Coach. And I never was told in my 14 years of coaching that I did good after a game. It's always, Coach, you got to get better, Coach. Said, Coach, we saw it. We saw what you teaching. And that's all you need, because sometimes we coaches, we do need that. We need somebody to pat us on our back and say, hey, we see the plan. We see the path. Even though people don't see it right now because it's cloudy, there's a path in front of us. And when I got the text from him, then my assistant principal, then
well, that feel you good.
Oh, yeah, you know, I work hard.
Yeah.
I put hours in. Like I drive, like I say, about 50 minutes a day to come up here. Then I put in the 2 hours or so at practice. Then I get home every day around 7 something. So I take a lot of time from my family to build with other people's kids, to try to make them successful. I want to get these kids to college. I want them to feel good. It's hard to play a game you always lose all the time. And that's my driving force to get me in my truck every morning to come up here, is the smiles on my quarterback face. Like when he won that award yesterday, he was smiling. And that's what you want to see.
Sure.
That means he's having fun. And I told the kids, you're not going to really enjoy what you're doing until you start winning.
All right. I appreciate Coach Daniel Flowers being with us this morning, head football coach of the Cougars of Central High School, brought to you by Coosa County Commissioner District 3 Brandon Davis. And tonight it's Randolph County, and let's get that W tonight, Coach, and talk some good things next week.
Absolutely. There we go. That's the plan.
There you go. We got more daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.